Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss Hoosiers. So this movie stars Gene Hackman as a really talented basketball coach who's made some bad decisions in the past, and he has kind of a murky reputation as a result. So he's been kept out of, basketball. He's not being hired anywhere. He's kind of just been completely blacklisted, more or less. But there's a super rural Indiana high school basketball team that is in a desperate situation. They need a change. They need somebody who's willing to do what it takes to turn the team around. So Gene Hackman is brought in to do that. He immediately clashes with everyone because he wants to run a super clean, super strict program. That while the goal is to win, the real goal is to make better people people, not just players, but like better people out of his players. And that rubs the players the wrong way. Some of them just leave. He ends up only having 5 players at one point. Not an ideal team. And so he has to make the best of that while battling these parents, teachers, players, everyone who wants to win at all costs, which is what got the school, and others, and Gene Hackman himself, in trouble, in the past. So Hoosiers is, to me, one of the best sports movies ever made. It's usually labeled that by, a lot of critics and different outlets. I just think it's like almost like just pure Hollywood magic at times. Gene Hackman is fantastic, just excellent performance. The basketball footage is really good. The story is, it's a little bit slow. It's not the usual sports movie where everything's like really fast paced, but it fits in perfectly because that's kind of like Gene Hackman's approach, his character's approach to basketball. Is you got to slow things down, get back to the basics, make good shots, make good passes. That's kind of, this movie just takes its time and lets the story unfold. And to me, one of the absolute best parts of Hoosiers is just an absolutely drunk Dennis Hopper as a like basketball expert whose like alcoholism has made him like banished in the community, but he's brought in as an assistant coach. I love how the movie handles his character. I like how they handle the relationship between he and Gene Hackman, and ultimately I like how his story turns out here. But I think Hoosiers is a great movie. Yeah, it's a little cheesy and it's got that, like, we've seen this formula a million times, but it's done here to just a super fine polish with an amazing cast, a good story, and I just think Hoosiers it still holds up after all these years. That's my review for Hoosiers. If you want to check out more, I've got a playlist right here on YouTube with a bunch of movie reviews. But until then, thank you for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.